we go to Aguilena and talk with David Corral about his Mexican dishes, again authentic from Mexico, right here in Boulder. They're out at Mesa Shopping Center. No, Foothills Shopping Center. The Meadows Shopping Center. Tucked away, magnificent Mexican food coming up again on our Best Mexican Restaurants 2001 on Jen Scott Tonight.
Well, I'm David Corral, owner of Aguilena, Restaurant Mexicano. We've been here 18 months now. We opened in September of '99. Well, essentially, I grew up in the restaurant business. My dad had a restaurant, some of my uncles and other family members, and it's just something that I always enjoyed doing. I worked in offices, I did construction before, and it just kept bugging me, just trying to get back into the restaurant business. So.
Now, how long is Angelina's?
Aguilena.
Aguilena.
Right.
How long has it been here?
We've been here 18 months now.
18 months. Okay, what's Aguilena?
Aguilena, it's actually it's a Spanish word for columbine, the state flower. And since I was born here, I just thought it'd be a nice way to tie myself locally, as well as to my heritage.
Right.
Everyone is going to be a little bit different because of our extensive history cooking here locally, Denver mostly. Our food is a little more commercialized than what we would normally do. For the most part, we're Sinaloense. We've got a little bit of a Michoacan influence and some Sonora.
What does all that mean now? Explain.
Okay, Sonora is a state just south of Arizona. That's where my mother's from. My father was from Sinaloa, just south of there. My wife, she's from Michoacan, and she taught me to do a little more. She's the reason we do the chiles rellenos con papas, why we cook with spinach, why we cook with potatoes more.
Okay, well, this part of this job is we get to come to restaurants all over Boulder and eat. No, okay. Okay, let's start with this dish then. This is what?
Tacos al carbón.
Tacos? What is that now?
Al carbón.
What is it now? What do I do?
Their steak tacos are cooked with onions, tomatoes. Perfect. Put some lime on the meat. A little guacamole is good. You can either scoop it up with a taco or just throw it right in there with the lettuce.
You make the guacamole here? Is
we make fresh everything. Almost everything's freshly made. Very few little things that we buy. The guacamole we actually make from fresh avocados rather than pulp.
Next dish. What are we going to move to next?
Ceviche.
So tell me about this as I'm eating it.
Now, our chiles rellenos are a lot different than most places make them. We actually want you to taste the chiles. We use a very light batter on them.
They do.
And the taste comes right out.
Oh yeah, you can taste that. Yeah, it tastes like a chili.
Now another thing that surprises a lot of people in Boulder is that we make our beans with, we don't use lard.
No lard, good. Next dish. I'll start with this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this one now?
Beef flautas.
Beef flautas.
Flautas de carne deshebrada. Now that's served with our calabacitas and our ensalada lluvia de oro. That's the two sides.
Oh, this is it. I haven't seen this now. What is this right here?
That's the zucchini stew I was telling you about. It's got corn in it, rice, onions,
I have not seen this at any Mexican restaurants yet.
It's very rare. It's not something that we've ever done in our family before in the restaurants.
Okay, now.
That's ceviche.
Do I eat this with a fork?
You can eat it with your fork if you like, or you want a clean one?
No, that's okay. That's just all. It's
and
all
the tostadas, like a cracker.
Well, that's it here from Aguilena Mexican restaurant up in the Meadows Shopping Center. This restaurant has dishes that are different from all the other restaurants we've been to. So it's our best 2001 Mexican restaurants here in Boulder, and you should try this one for sure. Next we go to Ajuua, a Mexican restaurant here in Boulder. Ajuua is an ultimate expression of cheerful celebration for somebody winning a friendly encounter or maybe for tipsiness in a Mexican fiesta. Ajuua was made famous by Mexico's best old theater performers and has been instilled in all of Mexico's pueblos since. Next on our Mexican restaurants, it's Ajuua. Time to eat here at Ajuua. All right. The first dish, what am I going to...
The one in the middle there is a chile relleno. It's pasilla pepper stuffed with cheese, dipped in egg batter, and then deep fried.
This is our grande combination.
In this particular plate, we have a tamal, chile relleno, and a suiza enchilada chicken. With our it's left to the customer to decide which 3 items they would like. We have as many as burritos, tostadas, sopitos, enchiladas, tamales, chile rellenos, tacos, chimichangas.
I bet you wish you were here, don't you? Let's move on to the...
These are on a bed of onions, green peppers, topped off with melted cheese over the top.
The next thing, fajitas, which you just saw come out hot. Oh my god. And so I'll put some of this in here, yeah?
Okay.
Is that right?
Okay, these are chicken fajitas. It's a chicken breast, strips of chicken breast, sauteed with green peppers, onions, mushrooms, tomatoes, and our special fajita sauce. We serve them with
Oh yeah, I noticed
fajita
that.
sauce.
Okay, the next dish, we'll move on to this. Oh, this is the
Chicken flautas.
chicken flautas. All right, which are, you want to explain those?
Those are our flautas. It's a corn tortilla stuffed with chicken, rolled tightly and deep fried. It's picadillo over the top. Pico de gallo, I'm sorry. Sour cream, guacamole, Spanish rice, refried beans.
Flautas.
From Chihuahua, Chihuahua and Jalisco.
Is that where you're from?
Sí, I'm from Chihuahua and my husband is from Jalisco.
How did you learn how to cook?
My mother, my grandmother.
Really? So is this your mother and grandmother's recipes?
Yes.
The carne asada. It's very thin slices of skirt steak with cebollitas, green onions, jalapenos, asados, toreados, as we say in Mexico. Guacamole, pico de gallo, traditional refried beans, and Spanish rice. This is our traditional meatball soup. It's abondiga soup. It's got celery, tomatoes, potatoes, zucchini, and rice.
I've never seen meatball soup in a Mexican restaurant. This is really good. It's all really good. Everything so far is delicious. What have I not tried? That was what?
You need to try the Spanish enchilada.
There you go. Musical Mexican dishes. Too much for one guy to eat. No, I'll eat it all. Okay, I'll be here tomorrow.
This is one of our vegetarian entrees. It's our spinach enchiladas with our suiza sauce, ranchero beans, vegetarian rice, sour cream, pico de gallo.
This is really good. Everything. So now, what's the story of the story of the restaurant is? How did you all get started in the restaurant business?
My husband's relatives, everything started in Washington State.
So you've been doing this for some time.
Yeah, for 20-some years.
20-some years.
Yes.
And then your mother and your grandmother.
Right.
Yeah, they all moved out from Mexico at a very young age. Accumulated enough money to open a restaurant for themselves, and from there they each branched off, and eventually they've all opened their own.
Well, this is very good. Thanks for letting me come in and taste your food and showing the people of Boulder Ajuua Mexican restaurant here in Table Mesa, and plus you have a restaurant in Denver, yeah?
Yes.
Denver?
I know.
Hampton.
Same name? Ajuua?
Same name.
Same name.
It's in South Boulder.
And this one's been open for 2.5 years.
This one 2.5 years.
This is a good one. You have to come here. I'm serious. When you come here, you're going to go, oh boy. Not all Mexican restaurants are great. This is a great one. It's a family restaurant, and family recipes from mother back to through fourth generation Mexican food right here. Jann Scott's Best Mexican Restaurants continues. Next we go to Cancun Family Mexican Restaurant here in Boulder. They've been open 4 months. Wait till you see this spectacular outlay of authentic Mexican food.
It's typical Mexican, authentic Mexican, made from scratch, and traditional everywhere. You couldn't find anywhere. I mean, only only here. Not Tex-Mex, just authentic Mexican.
Authentic Mexican food. Angel Flores started this restaurant. He has 10 years experience, and you have how many years experience in Mexican restaurants?
Around 4.5, 5 years.
Tell us the history, because you're both from Mexico. Where are you from, and where is this food from?
Well, we were raised in Jalisco State, which is southwest of Guadalajara, and absolutely the dishes, they're different places. As we can see, carne asada is typical from Jalisco State. Fish tacos is mostly from the coast. You know, we have excellent fish tacos in Mexico, as everyone knows. And pollo asado burrito is probably more in the middle of Mexico, which is authentic too, is grilled vegetables and chicken. And we got the recipes from I think like several generations. They started like building all the recipes from the rice and beans. That's where it probably started.
Well, let's start going over each dish that we're looking at. Okay, so this is the first one right here. So what are we looking at now?
This is arroz con pollo, and it's a very nice chicken, very clean chicken breast, salted with bell peppers, onions, and mushrooms. And they put it on the top of rice and melted cheese, which makes it very, very eatable and very delicious. And it usually comes with some tortillas on the side, so you can make some tacos out of it. Very nice. It's a pollo asado burrito, which is very, very healthy. We grilled the and we grilled as well the vegetables, which makes it very and tomatillo sauce on the top with some pico de gallo, Mexican fresh salsa. It makes it very delicious and flavorful.
What is it called?
Pollo. Fish tacos are very original from somewhere near to Puerto Vallarta, and it has a red snapper fish sauce, marinara, salted, and they top it up with pico de gallo on the top and rice and beans, of course, and very nice and warm corn tortillas. Continue with the carne asada, which is a skirt steak, very nice cut from our head cook, and they're charbroiled, very nice and medium, probably medium, to make it very soft, with rice, beans, guacamole, and some tortillas. Very authentic and typical of Mexico.
Well, let's move right on to the next dish now.
This will be our very healthy salad dish, which is pollo a la parrilla ensalada. Regular lettuce, like mostly like taco salad, but instead of regular and typical white chicken, we put a charbroiled chicken on it with a little avocados and sour cream on the side. It makes it very nice and tasteful. Well, we continue with the Mexican shrimp cocktail. That is totally different than American shrimp cocktail. It has a little tomato sauce and it has its own broth. Very nice. It has 22 shrimps on it, and you can put some ketchup and some sauce, like spicy sauce on the top, a little lime and vegetables. It makes it very authentic. Everywhere you go to Mexico, you can find it anywhere. That's a little spicy and flavorful, sour. Very nice.
And what is this?
This dish is called Three Adelitas, which is a mix of different kind of desserts. It has sopapillas. They're very, very yummy with a little honey, regular honey, and cinnamon and sugar. And this in the middle is flan. It's called flan. It's caramel custard that has a very, very nice and sweet, tasteful taste. Kind of very, very authentic in Mexico. You can find it anywhere. Yeah, well, the whipped cream is melting a little bit, but that is called fried ice cream. And we really, really fried the ice cream. It's a vanilla flavor, and we put the breading on the side and make it really frozen. When we can put it on we put it on the fried, it fried, really fried. It's very nice. It has honey and cinnamon and whipped cream.
Over here at Casa Alvarez, part of our best Mexican restaurants here in Boulder, we're going to talk with Betty Cormain. She's going to show us three unusual seafood dishes. Casa Alvarez, Ernest Alvarez and Betty Cormain. bring a true taste of old Mexico to Boulder, serving unique dishes that feature the food's flavors and spices Ernesto savored as during his childhood in Jalisco region. This is an interesting restaurant in an interesting region. All right, here we go. Casa Alvarez next on our Mexican Restaurant Show 2001.
Bienvenidos a Casa Alvarez.
What is that?
Welcome.
Oh, welcome to Casa
To our home.
Oh, welcome to our home, right. What does Casa Alvarez mean?
The Alvarez house.
The Alvarez house.
Right.
At Casa Alvarez, Ernesto Alvarez and Betty Cromain. That's you. All right. Bring a true taste of old Mexico to Boulder, serving unique dishes that feature the foods, flavors, and spices Ernesto savored during his childhood. In, what is this?
Jalisco. That's the state in Mexico. It's a state where tequila comes from and where mariachi come from.
Mariachi? Really? You have mariachi bands here?
Yeah, we do actually. We're going to have for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh yeah, 5th of May. Good.
5th of May. A nice fiesta with mariachi music and a local harpist that plays here. You have fun with this, don't you?
This is the silly Mexican restaurant show. This is a beautiful menu too.
Thank you.
Okay, here's a write-up in Boulder Magazine. Tell us about this. This is quite the write-up. This is a beautiful plaque and everything.
Yeah, it was very nice. They featured us as one of the restaurant profiles, and because we've been in the Boulder community now for 6.5 years, and we've established a really nice following because of that, because of the quality of our food and the uniqueness of it. It's not run-of-the-mill. This is a strawberry frozen margarita with sugar rim, and this is a house frozen margarita. That's just the lemon with the salt.
What should we start with? What's the first dish?
Well, the guacamole dip.
Okay, guacamole dip.
As appetizer. We make our own from avocados, tomatoes, onions. It's got no fillers. It's just a lot of avocado and some seasoning. Cilantro.
You make your own chips.
We make our own chips. We make our own salsa.
Fajita salad.
This is a chicken fajita salad, and usually we serve it with our house dressing, which is a spicy vinaigrette. Or else you have a choice of dressing, of ranch, or blue cheese, or just like that. It's delicious just like that. Chipotle chili broth, seafood broth, and it's called Siete Mares because it's made of 7 different kinds of seafood. It has squid, scallops,
Scallop right here.
fish, clams, crab legs.
Goodness gracious. Really? So,
Is your mojarra frita. Mojarra. And it's also known as tilapia, which is a freshwater fish.
Really? I think I need my knife back.
Sweet.
Okay, so now what do I do here?
This one.
Squeeze the lemon on it.
Squeeze the lemon. Now this is your original fish taco.
This isn't a fish taco. This is like a major
This
fish.
is the fish. You peel off the meat from the bone.
Right here?
Yeah.
Just with my fork?
You
with
take,
my hand?
with your fork or your hands. This is not this finger food.
Not finger
And what you do is you put the fish in the tortilla,
I do.
and you put
Well, peel the meat right off.
peel the meat right off.
Okay. Oh, with a whole fish. I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant.
Here are 3 desserts, sopapilla delight, fried ice cream, and flan. The sopapilla delight is just a puff pastry with ice cream and strawberry topping. It's one of the favorites. Fried ice cream is a Mexican version almost of a baked Alaska. It's got a crunchy coating of ice cream topped with chocolate and whipped cream. And the flan is by far the most popular, the caramel custard. We make it here. It's creamy and absolutely delicious.
Masa's been here for 4.5 years. We took over a restaurant that was kind of a bistro, and we changed the concept because we felt that the neighborhood here needed, something that was affordable, quick and fast, especially for lunch with the hospital by us and Kaiser. And we wanted to provide great food at a good price, and so we don't cut corners with our food. We do everything from scratch. I think that sets us above our competitors. We don't bring anything frozen. We like I said, we roast our peppers and we make our own corn tortillas, and all the beans are soaked and cooked here on premise, and we're really proud of that. And I think that's what sets us above. I'm real happy with it.
Okay.
And I'm the owner and manager of Masa Grill, and we have been open for 4.5 years now. I started out, I was the chef up at Chautauqua Dining Hall with one of my partners here, Steve LeBlanc, and I've just always enjoyed cooking, and my love is cooking. So when we decided to go ahead and try to do something on our own down here, this was a great concept and we wanted to jump in. But when we did it, we decided we wanted to set ourselves above the others by doing everything fresh and on premise. And so we're very proud of that. It's our signature, to be fresh and here, fresh and fast and affordable. I've cooked up at Chautauqua for 15 years. I also owned a bagel shop up on the hill prior to Masa Grill, and we had that for about 2 years and then sold it to Bruegger's, which is now Moe's Bagels. And so I do have some cooking background. I've been cooking for 20 years and just love it and still do. I do work here as well as own it. I think that's extremely important for my customers and for my workers to see that, I do support them and that I'm here. And I love our customers. It's a nice neighborhood type restaurant. We do very well in the neighborhood. And actually we've spread out a little bit. Tonight is our Monday night taco night. Veggie burrito, and this is really popular being in Boulder. A lot of vegetarians here. Everything that we make is vegetarian, except for of course the meat itself, and so we do get a lot of people who are in those kind of diets eating here. As black beans, we don't use any fats in our beans at all. We do have pinto beans available, and there's fresh vegetables, zucchini, summer squash, peppers and onions are an option with a cilantro lime rice in the burrito.
I can't resist. Wait a minute. Everything's vegetarian
Except for the meat, I know.
The meat.
Well,
Vegetarian cows, right?
exactly. That's what we have. Well, we try to provide something that a lot of our customers ask for, and we do have a lot of people come into the Masa that do want vegetarian fare, and so we decided to go that way. All of our salsas, like in this one, there's the corn salsa, which is also on the fish tacos, is made with fresh roasted corn, and everything we do, we roast our own peppers here and corn and that type of thing, so it's very good. The next dish over there, that's a Masa's chicken tostada, and that's nice because it's not quite as heavy as a burrito, but people enjoy it because it's on a plate and it comes, I guess, with a side of rice, and again, we have different choices. You can get chicken, chorizo, steak, veggie, we have shrimp, and so that's just your basic tostada. That one is with the chicken. And the salsa on that one is just our mild salsa, which is a pico de gallo or salsa fresca. Just fresh tomato, fresh jalapeno, fresh lime. It's really good. It's in the middle, and that we make with a fire roasted tomato. It has some jalapeno in it, and we do our own chips here, so we fry our own chips, and that's really kind of a tasty accompaniment.
You make your own chips?
Well, we fry our own chips. We usually get our corn tortillas in fresh, and then we cut them and fry them. And so it's a nice tri-mix of blue corn, red corn, a chili corn, and then the regular yellow corn.
I don't think I know anybody that does that, do I? Who else does that?
Not that I know of. I mean, we like to keep everything fresh as possible, so we make our chips every day. And that's nice. And it's really good. We make our own corn tortillas, which not a lot of people do not do. These are all made from scratch, hand rolled, hand pressed in our little tortilla press. And the fish tacos are excellent. They're marinated in fresh lime and cilantro, and then we blacken it. And that's become very popular. I used to have it as a special just twice a week, and my customers were like, you have to have it every day. And so now we do our fish tacos every day. And that one has the fresh, again, the medium corn salsa, which is very popular here.
You gotta eat one of these.
Yeah, the lime, tequila, triple sec. and that's on the rocks. And then we also have a strawberry one in the back. So we do have frozen margaritas, and they come with strawberry, mango. We have a pineapple, a peach, and so those are kind of fun to have with your meal. And again, they're made with just fresh lime. A lot of people use limes, Rose's lime juice or any other mix, but we just stay with the fresh lime juice, and so they're very good. You want to talk about? Yeah, well, that's one of our. We have a lot of different neat things in Masa. A lot of our decorations are right from Mexico. Almost all of them are, and that's one of the things that I've picked up along the way, just to throw around the restaurant. It's really a neat thing, and it's an offering type statue. Because we do.
Masa balls.
Right, exactly. Yeah, right. Well, we do make our own corn tortillas, as you saw in the fish tacos, and masa is the corn dough. That's the name for the corn dough in Spanish that makes the corn tortillas. And so everything again is made from scratch. These cookies, the chocolate coconut cookies, which we call our Yucatan chocolate chip cookie, is really popular and actually has been in the paper and the Daily Camera, the recipe, because customers request, and so yeah, it's really pretty popular.